Honestly, there's something I just kind of despise about the self-help sort of niche that we're in. Like this, I'm telling you right now, this is the niche that helped me change my life with the permission of God. Like, obviously, we all have this story. We're down bad, we're like this, we're like this, we're like this. Without going into like the nitty-gritty stuff, you know? And the self-help YouTubers, it brought us like awareness to exactly what we should be doing, how to change our lives. But there's one issue that I noticed in this space, and I don't like it. I'm gonna speak about this a little bit, and I want you to agree or disagree with me, bro. Like I don't really care, but I'm gonna express my values. I'm gonna express what I believe because I genuinely I need to talk about this. Okay, there is something that I really hate in this space, which is surface level advice, surface level tips. Now, this does not mean giving advice and talking about mindsets. Like, I'm not talking about mindsets. What I'm talking about is surface level advice that people used that people talk about to get views from. So it's almost like how to become more focused. They'll talk about, yo, what you need to do is you need to wake up and put your phone on the other side of the room and put it inside of a cupboard and put it inside of your little, shove it up your little ass. Like, you know what I'm trying to say? Like, here's the issue, because they'll say, like, oh, how to become productive. Step number one, put your phone in the other side of the room. Step number two, this. Step number three. Like, they'll say this stuff and they won't even address the fact that the person who's watching it has an attention span of like 10. They won't address the fact that the person's brain is literally overstimulated and fried. If you tell someone who's been scrolling on TikTok, like, let's say you go back to my old self, all right? I'll put a picture up of my old self. Let's say you go back to him, and then let's just say I watch a video, and the guy in the video is saying, so what you want to do, if you want to focus on school, by the way, as a disclaimer, I was failing school at that time. 3 years ago, I was failing my first year of university. So, okay, let's just say I was failing, I'm watching a video. And the guy is saying, if you want to focus, if you want to become productive, all you have to do is you have to put your phone in the other side of the room. Okay, I did that. And now I'm sitting here and I'm trying to work. Oh man, this is so hard, bro. Oh, this is so difficult, man. I can't do this. I can't do this. Goes on YouTube. The real problem has not been addressed. Andrew Huberman said something like this, okay? You know Andrew Huberman, the podcaster? He said that we all have something in our brain called the anterior mid-cingulate cortex. Hopefully I said that right, bro. And pretty much what that is your ability, and this is just bro science, like it's just me explaining it. It's your ability to handle stress. It's your ability to handle stress. It's your ability to handle some level of discomfort. And the more stress, the more discomfort you go through, the bigger your anterior mid-cingulate cortex becomes. And the more it expands. And the more it expands, the more your stress you're able to take on. So imagine level 1 is someone who's trying to study, right? That's going to be stressful, right? But this level 2 could be, for example, someone who's going to the gym. Level 3 could be someone who's running. Level 4 could be someone who's going through a midlife crisis. Level 5, it could be someone who's balancing this job and this job and this job, or a bunch of business calls and he's going through stress and he's losing money. Level 6 could be going through war. I don't know. But imagine the person who's been through war. He's going to be traumatized, yeah. But his anterior mid-cingulate cortex is going to be very high because he's been through something so difficult that his brain is more wired. It's like when you get a flu, you know your body gets stronger every flu that it fights off, right? Like your immune system gets stronger because it's able to withstand it, right? We all know this, right? So our brain sort of works the same way. Now imagine you tell my younger self, or even like the regular person, a regular university kid or anyone, and then you make them sit down and try to study for 3 hours when they've been scrolling on TikTok, on Instagram, on YouTube Shorts, and they've been jacking off, and they've been playing video games, and they've been eating junk food. If they've been absolutely overstimulated and if they all they seek is comfort, you know, just them sitting at the desk is hard enough already, which is why they don't do it, which is why they procrastinate. This is what I don't like. Freaking heck, my stomach is rumbling, bro. This is what I don't like. People using surface level advice, surface level tips to get views off people because it gets more views. Now, one good thing that you can maybe talk about is that, oh, at least people become aware. Sure. But I feel like we need to create a culture, bro. And this is exactly like what I want to do with this channel. To create a culture where we all work together to fix people and ourselves through something called primary traits. I read this in the book, one of my favorite books of all time, probably my favorite self-help book of all time. It's called The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. And in the first chapter, the author was talking about, I believe it's in the first chapter, the author was talking about how the world has become a place where we only focus on secondary traits, bro. It's like this. It's like people want to get girls or whatever, and they want to talk to girls, so they watch videos on how to have game, right? They watch videos on how to raise up a girl. Oh, make sure you text a girl 15 minutes later. Don't text her right away. It's all of this autistic stuff, right? It's like make sure you speak more deeply and nonchalant. Like you gotta be more nonchalant, bro. Bro, are you? So, this is what the author was talking about. Secondary traits, where we focus on the put your phone in your cupboard or get an app blocker. If you get an app blocker, if you still like Instagram, you know that blocker is leaving you like the first couple hours, right? Max. If you get an app blocker, that you're gonna go back to Instagram. How many times have you deleted Instagram and gone back to it? I'll tell you, I've done that a lot of times because we always try to focus on the habit, but we never focus on what is behind that habit. We always try to get rid of the junk food in our freaking fridge, the ice cream, the freaking burgers, pizzas, whatever. But we don't address what is behind that. Why do I even do that in the first place? You wanna know how I changed, bro? With the permission of God, I'll be honest. Obviously, I want to be as honest with you as possible, right? The way that I changed was from this. I completely changed my view on how to view life. I made an entire video on this. I'll put it on the screen just so you can see it, because I think it's it's like a full-on guide. Genuinely, it's like a full-on presentation. But that's what I want. That's what I really believe. I believe, and I got convinced that the average life is not a life worth living. I was convinced that I don't want to be a Jeffrey anymore. I don't want to be my loser-like self anymore. I don't want to be depressed anymore. I realized that most of the world, and I was thinking this yesterday, I was like, wow, most of the world is so freaking miserable, without trying to be rude. It is what it is. I was driving yesterday, and when I was driving, I took, like, you know when the cars are going straight and I'm about to take a right? So, there was some space, so I went inside the road, and there's a car behind me. I didn't do anything wrong, right? But the car behind me, all of a sudden, just got really pissed off, right? So he was behind me, he came to the other lane, he went past me, and then he cut me off. On purpose. And when I was driving, I didn't honk at him, I didn't get pissed at him, nothing. I didn't do any of that. All I thought about in my head is like, people are genuinely miserable. Like the average guy is the average guy is genuinely just depressed. He's genuinely miserable. He hates his life. He's so angry. This is why people are angry on the road all the time. They're just trying to take their anger out on something or someone. Their lives are so miserable. They are not content nor fulfilled with their lives that they have to take their anger out when they're driving. They have to point the middle finger when they're driving. They have to honk you. They have to scream at you. There's people that have road rage, right? It's not because of road rage. They're just angry because their lives are so horrible. They're not living fulfilling lives. They're not happy with who they are. So when I realized, I know I thought way too deeply for a guy cutting me off. But I genuinely did believe that his life was not what he wanted to be. I genuinely believed that he was not fulfilled with his life, which is the reason why he cut me off, which he didn't need to do. He needed to take his anger out on something, on someone. So I changed my views on the average life. I go on the train, especially 3 years ago when I went on the train after being enlightened, not enlightened, but like after figuring out how most people live and really like coming to awareness of it. And now that I look around on the train, freaking heck, bro, it's so hard to record on this family over, bro. There's like, you literally heard the freaking flush. So I would see on the train, right, that most people are just there scrolling, right? Most people like after their work ends around 4 to 5 p.m., you know, I would be going home from university. My university happens to be literally in the city, right, where most people work as well. They're just scrolling. Their work ends, they scroll. Don't know what they're watching, don't know what they're doing, but they're just scrolling. I told my friend this, like, why do they have to scroll if their lives weren't so miserable? Why do they have to escape from who they are right now if their lives weren't so miserable? So the moment I changed my views on the average life, my mindsets, my beliefs, and I made a declaration, I made an internal decision that I don't want to live like that. I don't want to be, I don't want to frankly end up dying broke and mediocre and forgotten about. I have parents to help. I'm a young kid with potential and I don't want to waste it. So I ended up completely not living like how everyone else lives. I ended up being the kid with like a couple of apps on his phone with no Instagram. I ended up being the kid who doesn't watch entertainment videos even though I like them. I ended up being the kid who stopped playing video games. Now, I still sometimes have issues with that. Honestly, you know, but I ended up being the kid who didn't scroll. It has been 3 years since I've touched scrolling. I ended up being the kid who doesn't eat junk food. My parents just thought like this guy's going too extreme, like he needs to have a little bit of fun. But to be honest with you, I was having more fun living this lifestyle of doing the good habits. I was having more fulfillment. I was growing. I was getting bigger in the gym. I was eating healthy. I was living a purposeful life. Now I really believe disciplined people, they are not punishing themselves. Disciplined people are living purposeful lives and they're so fulfilled. Most of them at least. You might think David Goggins is out there punishing himself. But I'm telling you right now, he does that for fun. There's no way there's no way he's running 200 plus kilometers, 100 plus kilometers, ultra marathons, this, because he has to do it. He does it for the fun of it. He does it because it's fulfilling. It's giving him his life purpose, meaning. And you know where meaning comes from? Doing something hard, going through something hard, and coming out of it. That gives real meaning because then you really appreciate life. How can you appreciate life when all that you do is pleasure? Then there's no such thing as pleasure anymore for you, is there? You can only appreciate pleasure once you have pain. You can only appreciate pain once you have pleasure. Like, you need these two. Like, you need these two. The moment I did that, the moment I thought of stuff like this, the moment I changed my viewpoints on literally life, I didn't scroll. I didn't use Instagram. I didn't eat junk food. I didn't do instant gratification. So then my focus naturally became better. My wanting to do work naturally became better because now wanted to build a business. I wanted to build a YouTube channel. I wanted to do something. I wanted to become successful. Work became an essential part of my life. It became like the training ground. It became like the battle. You know when you play a game and one of you have like main tasks to do. I don't know if you've ever played competitive games. Like I used to play competitive games. And in games, you have the training, right? The practice. And then you have the real games. You have like, you know, for example, for Fortnite, you have the actual matches, right? The competitive matches. Same thing with this. I wake up, I try to focus on making money. I try to focus on building a business, building a YouTube channel. I have purpose now. I'm building something for the better, for my future self, to please God, to help my parents, to make a meaningful impact on us in this world. So this is why I don't like, bro. I don't like this because most people are stuck in the secondary traits, in the cheap tricks and the cheap tactics, like put your phone in the freaking cupboard, or, oh, please remove your fast food from your cupboard, pantry, like that. is good. You should be doing that. You should not have fast food in your kitchen. But you need to know a little bit deeper than just that, because we need to help you remove the link from you and fast food in the first place. Obviously, still do not have fast food. Like, I'm not saying to not put your phone in the cupboard if it genuinely does help you. But imagine if you didn't need to use your phone in the first place. Imagine you're someone who doesn't even use Instagram in the first place, and well, I swear to God, that's possible. I'm living proof of that, and many people are living proof of that. That you don't need Instagram to live. You don't need random YouTube videos to live. You don't need any of this to really live, and you'll be realizing that you're gonna live such a happier life if you don't use them, because your baseline of happiness will naturally go up. So you just live more happy and purposeful on a day-to-day basis. You're walking and you're more fulfilled than most of the guys who use Instagram. So I'm telling you right now, you have a lot of potential in you. And I want to help you fulfill that and my potential, because this channel is all about me documenting my journey to becoming my most capable self, to becoming a better version of myself, and sharing my lessons and my stories with you so that we can build a community together. I'm going to make some updates on this channel. I'm going to be uploading a little bit less because I've been uploading every single day, but I realized I'd rather upload less with more quality and something that I can genuinely put my heart into. Not just because I have to wake up and record a video. No, I don't want that. I want to put my heart into something. So I'm going to have less videos, more quality, more value throughout the week. Also because school is starting soon for me, so it's going to be perfect. And I'm going to just I'm going to double down on my life. I'm going to double down and commit to the self-improvement path, to pleasing God, to delaying gratification, and to living a better life. So yeah, hopefully this video helped you. Hopefully it gave you new insight. And I need you to go now focus on the primary traits, the traits that genuinely change your life. The real world changes. The real changes, not the fake stuff. Not the wishy-washy stuff. Alright? Love you guys, and I'll see you on the next one, bro. Assalamu alaikum.